Hey guys, so welcome to my video. Welcome to my video. In this video, I just want to talk about different ways we can different ways we could improve the Black community, and this is like economically. I'm gonna be speaking so like ways the government can help us, because obviously I've been doing some research, and you don't have to research this to know this if you're Black, but Blacks are majority unemployed more than whites are. You know, we're all struggling, but we all want to know how can the government help us? Because a lot of us, we are in school and we're struggling, and I think there's some ways that I think the government can help us be better, especially the young kids just coming out of high school and stuff like that. We're just finishing high school, or maybe if you didn't fully complete high school. But there's other things I'm gonna talk about in other videos as well. But right now, I just want to focus on how the government themselves can help us. In other videos, I'm gonna suggest like how we can help ourselves, and that's by banding together and investing our dollars together. But focusing this video, I want to talk about how I think, and I I don't mind other people chiming in also in my groups and stuff like that. I I think the more we talk about it, the better ideas we'll get about how we can really move forward, because all of us separately we can see that we're not doing too well. Yes, some of us are doing well, but unless you're on a program or in government assistance, you're not really getting anywhere. And I think a lot of what people have been talking about is that we should start getting our businesses, and I want us to have efficient businesses in our community. But I think before we get there, there's other things we can do, especially for the younger ones like me, or people just coming out of high school. So one thing I think the government should do is increase paid programs training specifically only African Americans. And now this is gonna help take care of the issue of having unemployment rates higher than whites are. So if the government really wants to help us, then they should put programs specifically geared towards helping blacks, and these programs should be to help, like monetary wise, to help improve. Because if you want to improve a community, you should focus on the community that's lacking. You want to improve people, you should focus your money on those people who are really suffering. And if we are really the poverty in this country, then I think the government should really focus on. And because I think if they make a community funding that's for everyone, I think in that community funding, I think whites are gonna mostly dominate in that area, especially if you have a white person hiring, they're gonna be trying to hire other white people. So it's not, again, we're not gonna get any benefits out of it. And everyone knows this is not a lie, it's not made up. There's a lot of bias when hiring, and it's like we are trying our hardest to get hired, but we're just judged so hard. And I think we're at a disadvantage because of racism. And I think this is why this is not really bias to specific, just like affirmative action. I think this is really towards helping the community, and I as a member of our community want to do better and want to improve our standing, and the people and the whole community, so we can all be successful, so we can all generate intergenerational wealth. So increased pay programs, training specifically only for African Americans, not just schooling and free education. Many people in poverty work while in school, but they have no way of feeding themselves. I suggest that the government creates jobs specifically geared to pay a stipend more than average wage, so that people who are starving and trying to make it through school, who have a low economic help, low economic, yeah, like I think low economic help, like they like maybe they can't benefit from they don't get food stamps, because I remember I had a hard time getting food stamps until I fell sick. So it should be like geared towards people like that, so we could prevent people from getting worse. They always say like the prevention is better than the cure. What is it? So yeah, so when you prevent something from happening, it's way better. It's way better than waiting until something happens and then try to solve it. Then don't wait until like we fall on harder times. So, and then there's also I wanted to point out kids who are malnourished and have a hard time getting the right vitamins. Like it's gonna show up in like doctor lab reports, so this can be tested. They should have a hard time getting the right vitamins from foods, like if you're deficient in some areas, so it's hard for your body to break it down. I think we should have a medical coverage that kids who have that difficulty should have medical coverage and be able to get free prescriptions for better vitamins and stuff like that, because they're obviously not getting it as much as they need to in their foods and stuff like that. Maybe they don't even have enough food to begin with. So that's one of my suggestions. So the video has run to about 8 minutes now. So I just wanted to bring up that topic, and I think this is something that social workers, people who are already social workers, should try to push forward. I just wanted to throw the idea out there. I'm just starting, so I don't have really realms and parameters of how this should be measured or how it should be like marginalized. But I think I just want to throw the idea out there so someone else can start working on it. Okay, or I'm gonna work on it myself as well. So the more the merrier. All right, have a nice day, everyone.